Chosen one, God delayed 2 hours to warn you, and the investigator was exposed. I delayed what was already set in motion so you would not walk into harm without knowing. And you must not ignore this, because what you are about to understand can protect your peace and unlock a breakthrough you have been waiting for. I slowed time around your situation for 2 hours so you could hear this clearly, because someone was studying your life with the wrong intention, and I have now exposed what was hidden. This is not a coincidence or a small moment. It is a direct intervention to keep you safe and aligned with what I have prepared for you. Stay with this carefully, because missing even a small part of this truth can cause you to overlook the protection already placed around you. Type Amen if you agree. I need you to understand that the delay was not a punishment or a setback. It was a shield placed between you and something that could have drained your strength. There was a presence around you that was quietly observing, measuring, and trying to gain advantage. But I brought light into that space so nothing could remain hidden. What you felt as confusion or unexpected waiting was actually divine timing being adjusted for your protection. I saw what you could not see, and I stepped in before it reached you. You have been wondering why certain things slowed down, why responses did not come, and why plans shifted at the last moment. That was me creating distance between you and the intentions that were not aligned with your good. The investigator you did not notice was looking for weakness, for a gap, for a moment to interfere with your progress. But I turned their focus into exposure, and what was meant to harm you has now revealed itself without touching you. Within your heart, you may have felt a quiet warning, a hesitation you could not explain. That feeling was not fear, it was guidance. It was my voice reaching you in a gentle way. I do not always shout. Sometimes I guide through stillness, through pauses, through delays that seem confusing at first. Every second I held back was intentional. Every moment of waiting had purpose, and now you are beginning to see why. Take a moment and show your support by liking this video, because it helps this reach those who are standing exactly where you are right now and need this protection too. What was hidden is no longer hidden, and that changes everything for you. When something is exposed, it loses its power to control or manipulate, and that is what I have done for you. The one who was observing now stands in the light, and their influence over your path is broken. You are not behind, you are not delayed, you are precisely where you need to be because I adjusted everything for your safety. You are chosen, and that means I do not allow unseen harm to move freely around you. I intervene in ways you may not always understand at first, but every action is rooted in protection and purpose. You were never alone in what you were facing, even when it felt like you were navigating everything by yourself. I was there, watching closely, guiding quietly, and stepping in exactly when it mattered most. Type 777 if you trust God. The exposure you are witnessing is also a turning point for your life. When hidden intentions are revealed, clarity follows, and with clarity comes direction. You will begin to see people, situations, and decisions more clearly than before. This is not just about protection, it is about elevation. It is about lifting you into a place where confusion no longer controls your steps. You have carried weight that was not yours, stress that did not belong to you, and questions that seemed to have no answers. But now you are being shown that there was more happening behind the scenes than you realized. The delay, the exposure, and the shift are all connected, and they are all working together for your good. Nothing was random, nothing was wasted, and nothing was without purpose. I want you to walk forward with confidence, knowing that what was meant to trap you has been uncovered before it could reach you. That is the kind of care I have for you. That is the level of attention I give to your path. You are not just protected in obvious ways, you are protected in ways you may never fully see. Every unseen danger that passes you without touching you is proof of that. There is a reason you are hearing this now and not later. Timing matters, and I have aligned this moment so you can move forward with awareness. You are not walking blindly anymore, you are stepping with understanding and protection surrounding you. The delay has ended, and now clarity begins to guide you in a new way. Do not carry fear from what was exposed, carry strength from the fact that it could not harm you. The exposure is not meant to shake you, it is meant to steady you. You are being shown that even when something tries to rise against you, it cannot succeed when I am watching over you. This is your confirmation that you are not vulnerable, you are covered. As you continue forward, you will notice shifts in how things unfold. Doors that seemed uncertain will become clear, and paths that felt confusing will begin to make sense. This is the result of what has just been revealed. When interference is removed, your path becomes smoother and your direction becomes stronger. Why is an NYC neuroscientist breaking their silence about a hidden brain ritual? Reports say their attorneys are trying to shut this page down after CIA-linked research revealed a brainwave method connected to attracting money. This 7-second practice, supported by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people move away from financial stress into more stable lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. If you are seeing this now, consider yourself lucky because this page may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are not the same as you were before this moment. Awareness changes you, protection strengthens you, and exposure prepares you. What you have just understood will stay with you, guiding your steps and shaping your choices. You are moving into a place where you are not easily shaken because you now know that I am actively working in your life. What you have just witnessed was only the beginning of what I am unfolding around you, because once something hidden is brought into the light, it cannot return to darkness with the same strength. I am continuing to clear your path, removing what you could not remove on your own, and strengthening what is meant to remain. You may still feel echoes of confusion or uneasiness, but that is only because you are adjusting to clarity after being surrounded by what was concealed. This is your moment to settle into the truth that I am actively guarding your life, not just in what you see, but in what you never noticed. There were layers to what was happening around you, not just one presence, not just one intention, but multiple subtle influences that were quietly shaping your environment. I allowed you to sense pieces of it so you would not be completely unaware, but I held back the full weight of it until I could remove its power. You were never meant to fight this alone, and that is why I intervened before it reached a point of harm. I stepped between you and what could have distracted you, delayed you further, or weakened your confidence. Type 1111 if you believe. You are stepping into a new level of awareness now, and that awareness is not meant to make you fearful, it is meant to make you steady. When you understand that I am watching over you in such detail, your heart begins to rest in a deeper kind of trust. You do not need to look over your shoulder, you do not need to question every step, because I have already handled what needed to be handled. What was exposed will not have the same access to your life again, because I have drawn a boundary that cannot be crossed. There is a reason you were chosen to receive this level of protection and clarity. It is because of what lies ahead of you. Where you are going requires a stronger sense of peace, a clearer mind, and a deeper trust in my guidance. I am preparing you for that by removing interference now, before you step into what is next. If I had allowed things to continue without interruption, it could have created confusion in your decisions and uncertainty in your direction. What you experienced as a delay was actually alignment taking place in real time. I was moving things behind the scenes, shifting outcomes, redirecting intentions, and closing access points that were not meant to remain open. You may not have seen any of that directly, but you felt the impact of it through pauses and changes that did not make sense at first. Now you are beginning to see that those moments were not empty, they were filled with purpose. There is something important I want you to hold on to as you continue forward. Not everything that slows down is working against you. Sometimes the slowing is the protection, sometimes the waiting is the shield, and sometimes the delay is the exact thing that keeps you from stepping into something that was never meant for you. You are learning to trust that, and that trust will carry you into a stronger place. You have been tested in ways that required patience, endurance, and faith. You did not always understand why things were happening the way they were, but you continued moving forward anyway. That matters more than you realize. Your willingness to keep going, even when things were unclear, created the space for me to step in and guide you without resistance. You did not shut down, you did not give up, and because of that, you are now standing in a place of protection and clarity. Type yes to receive miracles. The one who was observing you believed they could remain unnoticed, but they underestimated the fact that nothing escapes my sight. What they thought was hidden was already known to me, and what they planned was already accounted for. Their exposure was not sudden to me, it was simply the moment I chose to reveal it. And I chose that moment carefully, so it would bring you understanding without bringing you harm. Now that this has been revealed, you may begin to notice small changes in your environment. Certain tensions may lift, certain interactions may shift, and certain patterns may break without effort. This is not random, this is the result of what has been removed from your path. When something that does not belong is taken away, balance returns naturally. You will feel that balance settling into your life in ways that bring you peace. You are not being left to figure things out on your own after this. I am continuing to guide you step by step, even in ways that feel subtle. You may feel a quiet nudge to move in a certain direction, or a sense of calm when making a decision that once felt difficult. That is me, still present, still guiding, still ensuring that you remain on the path that is meant for you. You are not navigating this alone, not even for a moment. There is also something within you that is being strengthened through all of this. Your discernment is growing, your ability to sense what aligns with you and what does not is becoming sharper. This is not by accident, this is part of your preparation. As you move forward, you will not need to rely on guesswork. You will feel the difference between what is right and what is not, with greater clarity. What if a top neuroscientist just revealed a method helping thousands of people attract money into their lives? Research connected to the CIA suggests a simple brainwave ritual can influence how you notice and act on opportunities. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people shift from financial pressure to improved lifestyles. Many are now living in dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But this information may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You have been protected not just from what was visible, but from what could have developed if it had not been stopped. That is something you may never fully see, but it is something you can trust. Every unseen outcome that was prevented is a sign of the care I have for you. You are not just being guided in the present, you are being protected from future harm before it even forms. As you continue walking forward, do not carry the weight of what was exposed. Let it go. It no longer has a place in your life. What matters now is where you are going and what is opening ahead of you. Your focus should not remain on what tried to interfere, but on what I am building for you now. There is more ahead of you than what was behind you, and that is where your attention should rest. You are stepping into a clearer path, one that is not clouded by hidden intentions or unseen interference. That clarity will bring you peace, but it will also bring you confidence. You will begin to move with a stronger sense of direction, knowing that what you are stepping into is aligned with your purpose. You are not guessing anymore. You are being guided. Everything that has happened up to this point has been leading you here. The delay, the exposure, the understanding, and now the clarity. This is a turning point, not just in what you see around you, but in how you move forward. You are not the same person who was uncertain before. You are someone who has seen protection in action, and that changes how you walk. There are things you will begin to understand more clearly in the coming moments, not all at once, but in gentle realizations that settle into your mind and heart. You may remember conversations, actions, or patterns that once confused you, and suddenly they will make sense. That clarity is not coming from your own effort alone. It is coming from the light I have placed over your situation. When truth is revealed, it continues to reveal more truth, and that is what you are stepping into now. Type 222 to claim miracles. I know there were moments when you questioned yourself, when you wondered if you were overthinking or imagining things that did not feel right. You tried to dismiss certain feelings because you wanted peace, because you wanted things to work out, because you did not want to believe something was off. But I placed those feelings inside you as a signal, not to disturb you, but to protect you. Now you can see that your sensitivity was not weakness, it was awareness guided by me. You are not meant to carry regret for what you did not fully understand before. You were moving with the level of awareness you had at that time, and I was watching over you even then. What matters now is that you have been brought into a deeper level of understanding, and that understanding is enough to guide your next steps. You are not behind, you are not late, you are right on time because I aligned everything for this moment. There is a shift happening within your connections as well. People who once felt close may begin to feel distant, not because you have done something wrong, but because alignment is changing. When something is exposed, it naturally separates what belongs from what does not. This is not loss. This is refinement. You are being surrounded by what supports your growth and distanced from what does not. You may feel a quiet strength rising inside you, something steady and calm that was not as strong before. That strength is the result of knowing that you are not unprotected. It comes from realizing that I am involved in the details of your life, even when you cannot see it. This kind of strength does not rush, it does not panic, it moves with confidence because it trusts the process. Do not be surprised if opportunities begin to open in places where there was once resistance. When interference is removed, flow returns. Things that once felt blocked will begin to move again, and you will feel a sense of ease that was missing before. That ease is not accidental, it is the result of the clearing that has taken place around you. You are stepping into a space where things can grow without obstruction. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. There is also a deeper level of protection surrounding your thoughts now. The confusion that once tried to cloud your mind will begin to fade, replaced by a clearer sense of direction. You will find it easier to make decisions, easier to trust your instincts, and easier to move without second-guessing yourself. This is part of the restoration I am bringing into your life. Not only am I protecting your path, I am strengthening your inner clarity. You have been through moments that tested your patience, moments that felt like they were stretching you beyond what you could handle. But those moments were shaping you into someone who could stand firm even when things were uncertain. Now that you are stepping into clarity, that strength will support you in ways you did not expect. You are not just moving forward, you are moving forward with resilience that has already been built within you. The exposure that took place was not just about revealing something external, it was also about revealing something within you. It showed you that you are capable of sensing truth, that you are guided even when you do not fully understand it. This realization is important because it will stay with you as you move into new situations. You will not be easily misled because you now recognize the signs of misalignment. Could a hidden part of your brain be influencing your ability to attract money? A Columbia study linked to CIA research points to a small brain mechanism activated through a simple 7-second ritual. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this method is helping people move beyond financial struggles into more balanced lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, owning luxury cars, and finally taking luxury vacations. However, this page might not remain online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. I am also preparing something ahead of you that requires this level of awareness. What is coming into your life next is not small. It is something that will require clarity, confidence, and trust. If the interference had remained, it could have affected how you receive what is meant for you. That is why I removed it now, so you can step into what is next without confusion or distraction. You are entering a phase where your environment will begin to reflect the peace you are feeling within. This may happen gradually, but it will be noticeable. Situations that once caused tension will lose their hold, and interactions that once felt complicated will become simpler. This is not because everything around you has changed. It is because what was interfering with your alignment has been taken away. Do not rush this process or try to force everything to change at once. Allow things to settle naturally. Trust that what needs to shift will shift in its own time. You are not required to control every outcome. You are only required to stay aligned with the guidance you are receiving. When you do that, everything else begins to fall into place without struggle. You are also being reminded that your value is not determined by how others perceive you. The one who was observing you may have tried to measure you in ways that did not reflect your true worth. But their perspective does not define you, and it never did. You are defined by the purpose I have placed within you, and that purpose cannot be diminished by outside judgment. As you continue forward, carry the awareness that you are being led into something that matches who you are becoming. You are not returning to old patterns, you are not stepping back into confusion, you are moving into clarity and growth. This is a forward movement, not a cycle. What has been exposed will not repeat itself in the same way because you are no longer in the same place. You are covered in ways that go beyond what you can see or explain. Every step you take is being watched over. Every decision you make is being guided when you allow it. This is not something you need to earn, it is something that is already given to you. Your role is to trust, to remain open, and to continue moving forward with the understanding you have received. There were moments when you felt watched without understanding why, moments when your spirit felt unsettled even in calm surroundings. That was not your imagination, that was your inner awareness responding to something that did not belong in your space. I allowed you to feel it just enough so you would not be completely unaware, but I did not allow it to overwhelm you. Now that it has been exposed, those feelings will begin to fade, replaced by a sense of peace that feels steady and real. Type 1010 to receive blessings. I want you to notice how your reactions are changing as you move forward. Things that once triggered worry may now feel distant, as if they no longer carry the same weight. That is because the source of that pressure has been removed, and without that source, the effect begins to disappear. You are not imagining the calm that is settling within you. It is the natural result of interference being taken away from your path. There is also a shift happening in the way you perceive others. You will begin to see through words and actions with greater clarity, noticing what is genuine and what is not, without confusion. This is not to make you distant or guarded, but to make you wise and grounded. You are not meant to be easily influenced by what does not align with your spirit. This awareness will help you maintain peace in situations where you once felt uncertain. The exposure you witnessed was not meant to create fear, it was meant to create freedom. When something hidden is brought into the light, it loses the ability to operate in secrecy. That means you no longer have to worry about unseen influence affecting your path in the same way. You have been given clarity so you can move forward without the weight of uncertainty. You may also begin to feel a stronger connection to your purpose, even if you cannot fully describe it yet. There will be a quiet pull within you, guiding you towards certain choices and away from others. This is not random, it is alignment taking place within you. I am drawing you closer to what is meant for you, and that requires removing what is not. Type 2222 to receive miracles. You have been prepared for this moment in ways you may not fully realize. Every experience you have gone through has contributed to your ability to stand where you are now. The patience you developed, the strength you built, and the faith you held onto all played a role in bringing you here. You are not stepping into something unfamiliar, you are stepping into something you have been prepared for. There is also a protection over your future that you cannot yet see, but it is already in place. Just as I stepped in before, I will continue to step in whenever it is necessary. You are not walking into unknown territory without guidance. You are walking into a path that has been carefully watched over. Even when you feel like you are making decisions on your own, I am there, guiding you quietly. Do not allow doubt to return to your mind when things feel calm. Sometimes, after a shift like this, there can be a tendency to question whether it was real or meaningful. But what you have experienced is real, and its impact will continue to unfold. You will see it in the way situations change, in the way people respond, and in the way you feel within yourself. Trust that what has been done is lasting. Why are so many people talking about the billionaire brainwave? A leading neuroscientist says it was identified during a private program based on CIA research. This 7-second ritual, confirmed by 4 neuroscience labs, helps align your thinking with better financial outcomes. Many are moving away from stress into improved lifestyles, with dream homes, luxury cars, and the freedom to enjoy luxury vacations. But this discovery may be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone. You are also being guided to release anything that still feels heavy within you. There may be thoughts, emotions, or attachments that linger even after the exposure has taken place. Let them go gently. You do not need to hold on to what no longer serves you. As you release these things, you create more space for peace and clarity to grow within you. There is something important I want you to remember as you move forward. You are not defined by what tried to come against you. You are defined by how you were protected and guided through it. Your story is not one of vulnerability, it is one of care and intervention. You were seen, you were guarded, and you were kept from harm. That is the truth that should remain with you. You may notice that your energy feels different around certain people and environments. This is because your awareness has sharpened, and you can now sense alignment more clearly. Pay attention to that feeling, not with fear, but with understanding. It will guide you toward what supports you and away from what does not. This is part of the strength that has been given to you. You are also entering a time where your voice will carry more clarity. When you speak, you will feel more certain of what you are saying, and your words will reflect the understanding you have gained. This is not something you need to force. It will happen naturally as you continue to walk in alignment. Your presence will begin to reflect the peace and strength that has been placed within you. Everything that has been revealed to you is part of a larger movement in your life. This is not a single moment that will pass and be forgotten. It is a turning point that will continue to influence your path. You are not returning to where you were before. You are moving forward into something new. The clarity you have gained will stay with you, shaping your choices and guiding your steps. As you continue on this path, remember that you are not alone in any moment. Even when things feel quiet, even when there is no clear sign, I am still present. My guidance does not disappear. It remains constant, even when it is subtle. You can trust that you are being led, even when the way forward is not fully visible. You are stepping into a phase of your life where peace will begin to feel natural, not forced. This peace comes from knowing that you are protected, that you are guided, and that what is meant for you cannot be taken away. You are not striving to hold everything together. You are allowing things to align as they are meant to. There were times when you felt like you had to explain yourself, defend your intentions, or prove your worth to those who did not truly understand you. That pressure was never meant for you to carry. The one who was observing tried to measure you through their own limited perspective, but that perspective has now been exposed and stripped of its influence. You no longer need to shrink yourself or adjust who you are to fit into what someone else expects. Type 777 to affirm your belief. You are entering a phase where your identity becomes clearer to you than it has ever been before. You will begin to see yourself not through the eyes of others, but through the truth that has always been within you. This clarity will bring confidence, not in a loud or forceful way, but in a steady and grounded way that cannot easily be shaken. You will know who you are, and that knowing will guide how you move forward. There is also a shift happening in your sense of timing. You will begin to notice that things fall into place more naturally, without the same level of struggle you once felt. This is because alignment has been restored around you. When interference is removed, timing becomes smoother, and opportunities begin to arrive in ways that feel almost effortless. This is not coincidence. It is the result of what has been cleared from your path. You have been protected from more than you realize. There were outcomes that could have unfolded in ways that would have caused confusion, delay, or even discouragement. But those paths were redirected before you reached them. You may never see the full extent of what was prevented, but you can trust that it was done with care and intention. Your journey has been guided with a level of precision that goes beyond what you can see. Type yes to receive miracles. As you continue forward, you may feel a growing sense of peace in places where you once felt tension. This is not because everything around you has changed, but because what was creating that tension has been removed. You are no longer carrying the weight of unseen pressure, and that allows your natural state of peace to return. This peace is something you can rely on, something that will stay with you as you move through different situations. You are also being guided to trust your own inner voice more deeply. There were times when you doubted your instincts, when you questioned whether you were reading situations correctly. But now you have seen that your awareness was real, that it was guiding you even when you were unsure. This realization is important because it strengthens your ability to navigate what comes next. You are not guessing, you are sensing with clarity. There is a new level of focus forming within you as well. Distractions that once pulled your attention in different directions will begin to lose their hold. You will find it easier to concentrate on what truly matters, easier to stay aligned with your purpose. This focus is not forced, it is the natural result of your environment becoming clearer and more supportive of your growth. You are stepping into a space where your energy is not scattered, but directed. What if the real reason most manifestation methods do not work has finally been explained? A top neuroscientist linked to CIA research says, without the right brainwave, results stay inconsistent. This 7-second ritual, supported by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people approach money differently and improve their direction. Many are now stepping into dream homes, buying luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations they once thought were out of reach. But this information might not stay available online. Click the link in the description and comments before it gets removed. You may also notice that your relationships begin to reflect this clarity. Those who are aligned with your growth will feel closer, more supportive, and more genuine. Those who are not will naturally create distance without conflict or struggle. This is not something you need to control, it will happen on its own as alignment continues to settle into your life. You are being surrounded by what strengthens you. The exposure that took place was not an ending, it was a beginning. It marked the moment when something that did not belong in your life was removed, creating space for what does belong. That space is important because it allows new opportunities, new connections, and new growth to enter without obstruction. You are not losing anything of value, you are gaining clarity and direction. There is also a deeper level of trust being built between you and the path you are walking. You are beginning to see that even when things do not make sense in the moment, there is a purpose unfolding behind the scenes.